If your ex was planning your future with you and then all of a sudden later out of the blue they broke up with you, watch this video. I'm Benny Lichtenwalner. I help people get their exes back. And if this has happened to you, your ex avoids conflict like the plague. They hate it. They can't really keep up with it. And they don't really ever tell you what bothers them. And I'm not saying that their planning the future with you was them just simply avoiding conflict and just going with the flow. I do think that's an element to your situation. But I think on some level, they really did want the things that they said they wanted, marriage, kids, family, whatever. But they only wanted it insofar as that they were not stressed out. So in that early honeymoon phase stage where, in the first 3 to 6 months of the relationship, they're getting flooded by all this feel-good chemicals that come along with meeting somebody new. Yeah, they want it. But once you exit that little time period and now you're like 6 months plus, all the things that come along with regular life, all the stress like work, family, school, etc., it starts weighing down on them. And what they thought they wanted when they were just like living in this la-la land now starts to fade out as they just grip onto regular reality. This is when you're going to see them start backing off of what they said that they wanted. Maybe they said they want to get married and now it's like, oh, well, I don't know if we need to put a label on it. Or if you're talking about getting engaged, it's like, okay, well, yeah, but maybe not this summer because, money's tight. So why don't we wait until next summer? Then next summer comes and then they want to kick the ball down the road again. So it's not just the end of the honeymoon phase that causes this drastic difference between what they said they wanted and then now the breakup. It's also the conflict avoidance thing. So at some point, there's a shift in how they feel internally. And they're not telling you this at the time that they're having this shift, right? They're keeping everything to themselves. Notice how in the relationship, if any problems ever got brought up, it's probably mostly from your end, right? You addressing conflict. They're keeping everything to themselves. They're starting to feel different. And then finally, they make up their mind and they break up with you. And you never knew the difference. And now that you're trying to argue for the relationship, etc., you can't talk them out of it because they've already made their mind up. And they were holding on to the last possible minute, trying to avoid conflict, the whole time. And finally, they break up with you. Typically, this is going to be for stress reasons, unsolved issues in the relationship that they never brought to your attention, fighting, a fear of commitment. They get stressed out by that. And then lastly, any kind of life events, death in the family, change in work circumstances, these kind of things are adding to their stress levels. And they want to cut the relationship off and back off to try to catch their breath. If this has happened to you, you can put your relationship back together. It's going to take some work, but if you want my help with that, click into my profile up here, click my link right here, set up a call with me, tell me your story, and I give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.